Oh, that was cool up in the corner. Everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we are here officially starting our 8-turn marathon with TIC. We have the music video, the choreography, dance practice, and the demo by Casper, which I'm super pumped for. Now some of you are like, Jess, they have like a ton of pre-debut work. Please look at it. I would love to, but for the sake of the marathon, I'm looking at them in 7 other groups in affiliation with Kingdom Ace of Ace, and so I've been trying to keep pre-debut material at a minimum for all groups, and I'm just looking at their debut up until their most recent work, so just kind of keep that in mind. I also know they've done some really cool, potentially cool, I know they're probably really cool, covers of 17 and other groups, just like the other marathon groups I've been looking at have, and so I'm going to be postponing those as well until, you know, we have time to go back and look. So please keep that in mind. I am aware they do have more material than just this, but we're going from debut, their own discography, all the way through until their most recent work. So kind of keep that in mind. I do know that. I am excited nonetheless. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. They got like a petty groove about their stuff. That's cool. This is an expensive music video just off of locations. That looked like Jamie, didn't it? Our Voguer. Getting closer. Whoa, that was such a ride. Oh man. Okay. Here we go. Choreography video. What's it looking like? There's your metronome. It's got that rookie energy. Come on, let's go. Oh, and the Tims too? Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Cool. Oh, that was cool up in the corner. With the speed change. All right, let's go. Yeah. With the whistle on that makes sense. Golly. So it's a whistle sound, but also it's a tic tac, like the little candy, right? It's what it feels like. So that little ending was super sick. All right, Casper, what are we doing today? Let's go. What's up, good song? Cool. Oh, who's that? I forgot his name. He's with Just Jerk though. That guy right there. I've taken from him. Golly. stick his tongue out. Yoonsa. Oh, I didn't even notice they have names on the bottom. Whoever's Jaeyoon right now, so freaking full out. Yeah. God, it's so freaking full of energy. Whew. Perfect for a group of angst rookie boys. Because I'm telling you, most rookie groups, when they debut, especially on the boy group side, they have so much energy. They're 100 the whole time. So this is a perfect concept for them. They would dread doing this when they're like 28. I'm telling you, me thinking about doing this, oh, you just feel my Rice Krispie sounding body just go down. Okay. So cool. Right here from the top. I do like how clean it is because it allows you to appreciate the formations more. So as much as I like the hypeness on Casper's demo, I really like how we're seeing it on 8 turn, which is always a good sign. So right here from the top, so much that's going to be talked about. So this right here, the whoo immediately, really nice head rotation coming out on it and how it fills it up the whole time. Definitely a fan of that. Then right here, you hear the body parts crashing into the ground. That was really funny. One of them stands up, nice and stoic, nice and tall. I don't know any of them. My goal is to know at least 4 out of the 8 by the end of this marathon. This marathon's about as short as Unite, so we will, no, not Unite, the new 6s. So I know, because they're one of the first Gen 5 groups, I think, because they debuted January of 2023. But even though they have pre-debut stuff, they technically debuted in 2023. Gen 5. Cool. Love it. Anyway, but all this, really cool. My goal is to learn at least half of them. I like that. Boom. Great accent with the shoulder. We love that right here. He takes it right there around the neck. Takes the hand. Boom, boom. Drops it down. Boom. Rotation. I love the pull coming from the sternum. And it does feel like we're kind of rotating with everybody around. Love that choice. Come back in. Boom. Nice. With a throw. Throw the shoulders. Oh my God. I made it to 0.75. This just so I can catch everything. Casper, my God. Okay, here we go. It's also gonna make you appreciate how clean it is too. So it goes up. Notice the subtlety. It definitely gives like they had like the cat kind of ears. That feels so Gen Z, Gen Alpha energy in terms of like the type of fits they were given. I love it. I wonder if there's like a cultural meaning behind that, and maybe not for Korea, but for something else. Like there's a certain niche of community that exists that has that kind of fit. Cause it's not the first time I've seen that structure of outfits or like vibe. It's a cool vibe though. Anyway, so they go shoulder, shoulder, and they accent boom. So it goes giddy, giddy, yeah. So they're twisting from the heel to do that twice. We end up seeing it on the book and at the end, which is nice too. A little pull there. So none of the moves inherently are like complex. It's the speed that makes it hard. So all of this is giddy, giddy, yeah, and just the tightening of the core to make that happen, and to the pulls on that, wild. And right here, hit it with the elbow, the syncopated, boom, 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 love that. And then they swim it to transition back, new feature comes forward, they brush it, do-do-do, which they go da-da-da, high, mid, low, then they take the hands, na-na-na, so they go subtle, big to match the fullness of the lower body with a switch. So the slower you go, the more full you can go too. So that's a big thing there. So it's subtle, then it goes la 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 la. Done, and they hit it over tic-tac. So we don't really use the wordplay of tic-tac until near the end, which I don't mind, but it's cool to see there. But here, there's just more fullness, so they go with the rotate down, and you have new feature. He comes in right here in the center. You have 2 people low, and you have 2 high over here, and then we have 3 over here. So it definitely feels, yeah, so we do a little clap. Now, was it a clap or like a get off me? I don't know. That's fun. He goes forward, he hits, he kind of brushes the hair away. Okay, sir, go on with yourself. And then they all come to reset. The accent here is nice, so they go heel toe with the arms. I really like this little extra little chest action coming from my guy in green. Really nice. I love this choice. All that is really nice. And then da-da-da-da with a clap. Love that everybody claps to transition. Love the air time from everybody. They come back in. They go overhead, boom, with the march. And then right here, that boom, doom, doom, doom. Now, was that a head ISO or was that a chest ISO? Let's see. Ba-na-na-na. Ah, doom, doom, doom. So they add it with the head, with the hand going the opposite direction. Love it. Then right here, I love this. Nice fullness. Boom, boom, right there on the base. But the throw is super cool, and we hit it, and then they all go. So we have, it's an outlier. There's 3 that are going to, well, there's 2 matching feature. You have your feature right there. Then you have everybody else going the other way. That's freaking sick. So it not just has your feature be an outlier, but it doesn't make them alone. So it feels there's more balance to the choice. Love that. So cool. And I love that there. So we go slow and slow. So they had a quick do-doon. So that's like a really fast speed change coming from those that had to go over. Oh, hold on. I gotta. Am I gonna catch it? Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Ah, boom, doo-doo-doo with the head. That's so cool. So some of them just bounced and stayed in the same place. Others moved from side to side. So that was nice. So I love this with it over and over. Once again, very full, very fitting. And then we're rocking more of our weight in the back of the heels in order to allow the toes to move out that quickly. And it's like we're driving. We love that. They hit it through. I love that. D-D-D-D-D with our group of 5. They all go away. Then from here, I like the subtlety with the pulls. It's just really nice. And they hit, he hits from one side to the other, and it allows one group to drop and the other group to drop. It feels like they're wearing their pants backwards, doesn't it? I wonder if that's the gimmick of it, because my dude right here has all these pockets in the back, and normally you see them in the front. And how these front pockets look, they look like back jean pockets. That's just so interesting, isn't it? Yeah, da-da-da-da-da. I like the fullness on that too. Then right here, you have your subtlety of one of your guys over on stage right, and then they bleed the energy over all the way across to the other side, which is cool. So with the speed change, so fun. And then we have our guy right here. He's giving main dancer energy because of his texture and his groove. That's what he's giving for me. Is that the case? I have no idea, but I really like his movement quality on this choreo. It's dope. Da-da. And we go, nice, different, we have different levels, we're here for it. The bleed is nice, so this is cool, that D-D-D-D-D-D. Very clean on the rotation. He has his moment, they go, and they transition, let's go. Then they take it over, little step, bring it back in, take the arms over, dig and dig, and the fullness on that is how he's rocking it. Golly, that's so sick. Okay, in the back, accent with the elbow, we're here for it. And they present a little level change, but notice that we rocked more onto, I think it was the ball of the foot. Ba-da-boom. So one of my guys does the heel again, but everybody else dropped to more towards the step, and they allow just the weight to shift, so I find that interesting. That we're not the tic-tac, so I like the rigidness of the torso as they switch that, and they bring it in, and there's your little, it definitely gives, maybe not quite like a shoot, but definitely a get sturdy kind of look about the lower half, which is cool. I love that DD, the quickness of that is cool. Then da-da-da, really nice. Definitely feels like we were about to go into a little Dougie, which we're here for. Then it goes high to low, which is something we've already kind of seen, but it's repackaged, which is nice. Na-na-na-na-na, I like the head on that. Subtlety on this is nice. Then na-na-na, low, mid, high, which is cool. Then it goes na-na-na with the core. Then there's your Dougie and Dougie, which is nice. And it goes talking, so I like that. So that groove matches well with the Dougie, because when you look at the music video of the original, nope, that's why, yeah, when you watch the original Dougie video in the 2000s, you end up seeing the, you see that groove partnered with a Dougie. So that's why that works there, even though it's repackaged in this way, it looks cool. And then from here, little swipe, boom, and then right here you have your feature go first, and then it's just an add-on. Well, not really an add-on, but more ripple. I love that. And how we're actually letting the head go back too. Then we're going pas de bourrée, and then I like this choice with the heels on this, with the figure 8. It works because it's 8 turns, so having this kind of rotation works well for them. It's just a nice little Easter egg, which is cool. Yep, I love that little tic-tac, same thing with the weight shifts. What works with this is your torso. They're not just stepping, they're allowing the weight in the upper body to lean towards the directions of where that foot is going, and that's why it feels so full, because it is. Thank you. So they hit and they're walking away, and they go, they prep, and then you have this, whoo, there's your speed change again with the body, all different directions. Come on. Yeah, they come up. I love that. So you have your back row facing one way, your front facing the other, and of course you have others that are nice and still. I like that choice. Boom, da 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 da. Letting the torso work. Thank you for having a groove in this. We love it. And it's so fast. So I love the fact that it's not getting cut off either, considering it's at 0.75 and it feels like a full speed routine. It's so cool. Then they dig it in, da da da, very quick. They branch it over to the side. I like the brush and how they brush is more linear, because if they hit to the outside, they're going to hit their neighbor. So I like how they use that in the transition. Looks cool. Then they go and reset to the front. Let's go. So one of the dudes have a Penn State shirt on. Sorry, I just noticed that. Okay, yeah, we have like a New York Giants. That's more like an NFL thing. Penn State's like a college. College in, what is it? Pennsylvania? Yeah, it has to be Pennsylvania, right? So I like that choice. Boom. I like that little subtlety. We're cool. And that's right here, that boom, da dum. Cool. This groove right here is called a Mary J. Blige, but we're not technically doing that. It's just like a more isolated version of it. I like it. And I like how they dropped. That was cool. Bump, they drop. And then we have them keep going. Now my one note, though, is that you notice with some of them are really low. I love the stark level shift between those guys. These two I think could have been a little bit lower, would be my one note there. And I like how they'll drop in and you have that nah, and you have half, except for your feature. They drop it back, and then you have your others the other way. So that was really cool. Go high to low. Really dope. And then they're all nice and frozen. These two are not really mirrored, but it's balanced, where you have 2 branch to the outsides in the corners, and then you have your feature come through with 3 others, which is really nice. So I love that choice. He goes da-da-da-da, and he says, hello, I'm here, pop, 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 and it picks up each member along the way. Really nice. They throw it over, boom, hit that head, let's go. And it goes down and up, and down, up, and you cross, hit with the switches, and it says, let's turn it, let's go. I like this part. Diddy with our feature, he does just the rotation of the wrist. Everybody else flips it of the hands, which is cool. Picking up of the leg, little hip action with the pull. And the subtlety of the hips on that is really nice. And then he has talking, let's go. Then right here, boom, with the wave, come on. And they all branch around the other side, and I like how he takes it and then he allows this flow to happen on the other side. Somebody else is still up, and he freaking clocks it down. That was so fun. Nice subtlety. So that was a fun little, like, not rickroll, but it definitely felt like it's a deceptive way to showcase your feature in a cool way. I love that. Ooh, they go and they unravel themselves. New feature, he's the only one who didn't. So it made me feel like, which I found interesting because he wasn't featured there. My guy in the gray. Look what happens. He's the only one that doesn't turn. Do you know what I mean? He has this moment, but is he the one singing in that? Maybe? But then he drops down. So that's what I find interesting, is I naturally was looking at him, but then all of a sudden it's somebody else being featured. So that's an interesting note. I'm curious why that is. But they go brrr, really nice and clean. Nice ripple. You have your dancer, your feature come in, boom, and then here he is. Now he comes back up. So that's a very fascinating feature transition out of everybody. Now here, they go step, step, step. Their steps, you notice how hard they sound. It is because I think those are real Timberlands, and those are freaking heavy. So when I see groups wear them, I'm like, yo, firstly, why? Because they are heavy. Secondly, I get it, but it's just bless the lower half of the body for having to hike those things around God's green earth at this speed. Those are literally better than ankle weights. If you want to train yourself, wear some Timberlands in life, and you'll do yourself wonders in terms of your lower half getting strong. All this really nice. The accent with the elbow, and then the level change, just like what we've done, but we just repackaged the formation. Tic tac. Yeah, tick, tack, da-da-da-da, kick. Yeah, but the switch up. High, low, I like that going in, and you have your two accented diagonals on the sides, and then you had a little group right here, and then they created a transition to allow it to be more of like an arrow. Of course, you have somebody hidden away in the back, so that'd be my note there. We always want to have creative ways of showcasing in your formations all 8 members while still having a point feature, which it hasn't really been that big of a concern for this one. It is a debut. I don't really know everybody, but I also come from the position of people who have everybody is a bias for someone. So I always want everybody's bias to be shown when effective. You know, I don't want somebody to always be hidden behind somebody else, because then you'll be like, where's my person? You know, that's just my note there. You go high, low, that was nice. Boom, boom, reveal. So that was a functional hidden behind situation, because sometimes you do end up seeing that where, I'm trying to think, who was I talking about? Where it was always functional. Astro. Astro was a group of 6, and how they had their formation structured, a lot of times when they would cover somebody up, there was always a functional reason for it. It wasn't for the sake of symmetry. Always. They always were able to figure out a way to make it symmetrical and balanced without having to compromise somebody in the back all the time. Some of the times it's a necessary evil, but here that is an example of a functional hidden person, because he came out, it was a nice feature moment, that was cool, so I appreciated that. They didn't put him back there to hide him because he was incompetent. They put him back there because he was featured in that moment at that time. Cool, we love it. Go in, la la la. Now this part just feels petty in like a really complimentary way, that na 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 na, and it goes na 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 with the shoulders, come on, and it goes pulse pulse on that. And then we do a little Dougie coming out of that, which we're here for. And it goes talk with the brush through. I love that. Tic tac. That says B slap. Let's go. Same thing as what we've already kind of seen. Little pas de bourrée, digging through. I like how he kind of reverses that wrist rotation. Chumucha, and then right here, boom, the tic tac. So the focal point choreo is this ball change with the crossover with the lean. So cool. They hinge around. I love that. So he has his moment, and then they all turn different directions, and they have a nice moment here. This boom, boom. I love this. He goes boom with the wrist, boom with the head, and then he pulls all of them up. God, I love when features complement like that. Super dope. He has this moment. The breath is nice. He has his angsty pull coming out of the sternum. Let's go. The walk. Now, I feel like when I tell you his movement quality is phenomenal, it really is, especially in this. You see it well. I think his fit is fitting for it. But what's interesting is that I have talked about before, if you do have a main dancer, and you can see how clearly they are a main dancer. I don't know if he is, but he should be if he's not. With this, he doesn't stick out like a sore thumb of going too hard or going too full compared to the rest of the group, like I was noticing with Hunter with Psychers, and I made that note, and now it's a little bit more chill. But here he has such aggressively dope texture and movement quality, but it's still clean with everybody, and when he's featured, he's able to really showcase those really dope fluent legato transitions, if that makes sense. Anyway, so that I wanted to make that point clear. Like, that's really cool to see. The subtlety, they look up, is nice. He turns in, so of course we have the lift. Now this was cool. So you have one person go, and then they go rotate around, and then number 3, he turns to match right here with the hand, so it's an add-on, and then they bleed, and I think number 4 comes out from the back with my guy, and then they all join with the switch up there. I think the first time I ever saw this transition, not with the group, but just the move itself with the switching of the legs, BAP, I think it was Power, dun, 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 dun. It wasn't Power, it was around that era of BAP's work. I remember because I learned it. It's not Warrior. Dun, dun, dun. Digga, digga, dong, digga, digga, da. No, it's not Warrior. It's one of them. Anyway, not important, but it's nice to see that. It's just a Jin 2 move that I like seeing. Anyway, he does Mola, and then you have somebody coming from the back. They go wee, 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 wee. They switch on every base. We love it. And then they go, there's your basket run. Is that going to kill me? No, because it was only about 3 counts. I have this at 0.75. That was a very fast basket run, if that. They pop up and they rotate. You hear that sound with the hair, the head. Now that was really cool. This part with the speed change, they're doing such a good job on the speed changes, and having the hat with the stuff in the front, so freaking cool. He comes in now, he's recognizing it. We love that. They go boom, doo-doom. Everyone goes boom, boom, boom. Love that. With the head nod. Come on. with the switch up, so we have everybody making subtly different angle choices so we can all accent, but it feels sporadic, but it's still structured because you still have the same amount of people going in the respective direction even though the angle is slightly different. We love it. Go back in, boom, with the shoulders. Come on. He says, oh, and right here they drop with the knees. Come on. And then they throw it. Let's go. And it goes high, low, which is nice. Different course than the first two, which is what we always love to see. And we branch it around. There's your sweep. They come up. They switch with the feet. Did give like a scissors energy. Then we went to a little bevel. Then we kickball change to the back. Cross over. The swing up, which is nice. Then we dig through. That level change was wild. That is, we're at 0.75. And you see how fast that was? Oh my God. Look at this. Da, na, 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 ooh. And then right here, there's your tic-tac. Yeah, here, it goes tic-tac, tap, tap. And it goes hit, hit, which is nice with the head to match that. It goes dun, 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 dun. Come on. And the swing is also nice. And then it's like we're mixing it, tastes so yummy. And then right here, you hear a whistle sound, but also a tic-tac's like this big. So it's 2 birds with 1 stone is what this move is. You have this, I can't whistle, da, 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 and a whistle. And then you also have this, ti, 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 ti. We're having a tic-tac, come on. And it goes heel toe. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I love that. So that is a fantastic 2 birds with 1 stone focal point choreo. Part of me wishes we did that earlier, but also it's the first time I'm clocking the whistle like that, so I love the placement. Casper, freaking great job on that. You haven't hit it through, boom, like the accent with the chest, rotating it around, boom, love that choice. The swing through like this right here with the folds of the frames, which is cool. Ding, ding, da, da, with the hair, come on. They go high, and then we do a nice little accent there. That right there, they're doing a reject, but it's just nice and stylized. Super cool. And the tic-tac, so we're hyping the party up. Let's go. We throw it. He says, come on, let's go. Pum pum. Nice. And that is just like what we saw in the beginning. Kitty, kitty, yeah, let's go. Yeah, you're so yummy. It says, you're so yummy or something like that. The triplet syncopated, very nice. Transition, I'm ready. Na, 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 na. So it goes na, 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 ISO with the head over. Then it goes tic-tac. That is the focal point move. Tic-tac. And then they finish. And they're breathing. I had to play the whole thing in 0.75 because of how freaking fast it is. If anybody in Kingdom Ace of Ace decides, hey, we should do tic-tac by 8th turn, don't. Because it's so freaking fast and they're really clean. Like, they're doing it in the ideal format. It's either you need to make it a ballad or you need to steer clear and do a different one. You know, that's really how I feel. Man, this is freaking wild. And this is a debut. And I know they probably, a lot of people have gotten a big exposure to them prior to their debut. So this, I know, probably just like Next G, they had their pre-debut stuff. They were on a show before they were Next G. I get all that, but I also really like the fact that this is my first video I'm seeing of 8 turn at debut. This is their, we are a group, we exist. This is our official start. That I like starting there with them, just like I did that with pretty much everybody. I think the only group I didn't do that with was Tempest, but the only reason why was because their pre-debut performance was specifically pertaining to a choreography that is affiliated with one of my jobs. So does that make sense? Like, that one has like a personal reason behind it. Everything else is more like streamlined. We're gonna get to their pre-performance stuff, just not right now in this marathon, but I love the fact this is my first taste of them, because good God, that was freaking dope. Very clean. It makes me very excited to see the rest of their discography. Wow. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. If you want to see more 8 turn and this is the only thing you see on YouTube, it's all going to be on Patreon. I am looking at their discography from their debut up until their most recent work, prepping myself to understand them more on an analytical front of movement quality going into Kingdom Ace of Ace. As you've kind of noticed, when I said 8 groups I'm looking at all of them. And of course, I'm referencing other competitors or people that they may potentially be collaborating with in the show. And this is going to get released prior to the start of Kingdom Ace of Ace analysis. So you'll see this one and all the other analysis. Very excited to look at this group, and I believe I have one more before we rev up and we are complete, ready to go. And I cannot wait to dive in, meet the fans of this group, because this is already such a phenomenal start. I'm excited to learn their names, see what else they have in their discography. It's going to be super fun and definitely very enjoyable, and I hope to see you guys in the comments and in the discussions. Once again, again, my name is Jess, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.